Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Cher, welcome. So I'm going to do a tutorial today, and I'm going to do, it was been really highly requested. And it's for these, so I'm going to show you guys how I did that. And I apologize, it took me a few days to get it going. I've just been really busy trying to get stuff for my craft shows coming up. I have a third one now, so it's been quite a journey. So, I'm going to use scrap clay. I like using up my scrap clay for these because you're going to change the color of it anyway. So being able to do that and not have to use, clay that new clays that you're having saved for something else or you want to use for something else, and just being able to use up your scrap clay is a great way. Or, geez, words are just failing me today. I'm sorry. It's a great way to use up your scrap clay. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm going to take this rose texture stamp that I have. I don't always have to use water, but I'm going to in this case. So I want to make sure I get a nice imprint. So I'm just going to push it down with my fingers. And then I like taking my wide acrylic block I have here. I'm going to stand up for this. And I just push down. Of course I'm going to hit the camera, you guys know. Okay. Here we go. Get paper towel. Dry it off here. Oh, and I have the scrap, by the way, rolled out on a number 3. And you're going to need another piece rolled out on a number 3 for the backing. Okay. Okay, I'm going to set that aside for a second. And texture this. And I'm just going to use the shelf liner that I have. Just go over it a few times, get a nice texture. You don't have to use water or anything with this, unless you wanted to, just to be safe. That's what it looks like. Okay, let me turn this TV down. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm going to take my Morphe M506, I think that's what it is, or M507 brush and some mica powder. Which this is what I get for not having this stuff ready. And I believe with that one I used the Imperial Emerald Mayspring. So you want to make sure that your texture or your imprint is dry. Otherwise your mica powder will clump up. Then I just get a little bit on my brush. I tap off a little of the excess because I don't want it to clump up in one spot. And now that I'm looking, I might have used the opulent tanzanite, but that's okay. You can use any color. You don't have to use the same colors I am. You could also use multiple colors if you wanted. You don't have to use just one color. Alcohol inks would work for this as well. I just want to get, you know, nice coverage there. And all the spots that I'm going to use. As you notice, I didn't cover the whole thing. It's because I'm not going to use all of it. Okay, so then I'm going to take my, whatever I did with it. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to take this wipe that I have. It's just a, I think it's an antibacterial wipe, and I rinse all this stuff out of it. And then I'm going to put some alcohol, rubbing alcohol on it. And it's 91%. And just, you don't need very much. I don't know if you could tell, but just a little tiny bit right there. I'm just going to fold it over. And I'm just going to wipe off the excess mica powder. Just a little bit. You don't have to scrub it or anything. You just want it, the gilder's paste to be able to stick. Okay, just like that. Now I am going to change up two things about this because I already have the other color, so I don't want to make another pair. So I'm just going to use a different color gilder's paste and a different cutter shape. But I will show you guys what I used on those other ones. Okay. So the cutter shape I used on those, let me make sure. Okay. So I used a bronze for the texture, or geez, for the gilder's paste. I used a bronze color, and then the cutter I used was, sorry, I have a ton, this shape. So I want to use a different shape, and I'm thinking that one or that's too big. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Let me find the cutter I want to use so I'm not making all this noise in your ear, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I'm going to use this shape cutter. Okay, the other thing that you're going to need is some liquid clay, and I'm just going to use whatever color I have on hand because it's not going to matter. You want to shake it up. And I just squirt a little bit out on my tile. Okay. Now, I'm sure you guys are familiar with this technique. You make like the domed pieces or shapes, or what's the other thing they call it? I can't think, sorry. But where you just put, let me find where I want to do it first. So the way I do it is just line it up and then flip it over. Okay. So I'm sure a lot of you have seen this technique done. Most of you probably have. Okay, so you just want a small bubble or a small curve. You don't want it to be really puffy like that. Okay, so take your scrap piece and you want to put some liquid clay here on the edge. Lay your scrap piece down. And just barely push it down in there. And then pick it up, flip it over, and push down. And as you'll see, it's a little puffy, but not that much. Okay, so let's do the next one. And I'll just repeat the process. Find a spot that I really like. And let's see. It's sometimes hard to find, you know, because I want it to be the opposite of that. So I have the rose on the coming from the left side, so I want to get whatever I'm going to do with this one to come from the left side or right side. And I feel like sometimes if you just get like this part, you won't be able to tell like it's a rose. So it's sometimes hard to figure out which way to do it, but you can do it. It's not that hard. So I just keep messing around till I find, oh, I like that right there. But I think, okay. I just was trying to get like some of the leaves and stuff and not just the rose. So again, let me show y'all. Just push it down onto the cutter to where it's holding it. And really, if you just push it down in a little bit, just push it down in a little bit and then put your liquid clay. The cutters and putting it on top of the backing, that kind of does the work for you. And when you try it, you'll see what I mean. So, see, I have it pushed down just a little bit, but when I go to push it down onto that backing, it forces air in there itself too. And it forces it to make just a little tiny pocket, but as much as you want or as less as you want. You can control that. Okay, and then I clean up the edges. So as you can see, it's just a little bubbled, but that's all I was going for. Now I'm going to use copper gilder's paste on this one. And I use my finger. I was using those sponges, but I found that my finger works way better and it doesn't get it into areas that I don't want it to go into. With the sponge, it will. These are pretty. Now I'm going to bake these before I put, like, decide to put a border around it or any other kind of, like, oh, I just think I was off camera. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me do this for you guys again. There you go. I'm so sorry if I was out of view, and I can't tell until I go back and look, so I'll just do this one too for you. Oh, what I was saying is I'm going to bake these first before I decide if I want to put, like, little border on them. Or bezel, whatever you want to call it. I might leave them with nothing. Well, I'll probably put something on there so I can show you guys how I did this. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to bake these 275 for half an hour and I'll be back. Okay guys, welcome back. So I wanted to show you really quickly because I don't like feeling like I'm not explaining things right. So I have to make another piece, whoops, for a pendant anyway. So, and I want to make it more puffy. So I'm going to show you guys how to make it more puffy if that's what you want. Okay. So again, I'll find the area I want. This clay is starting to get sticky. I'm going to have to turn my air on. So I'll find the area I want. Kind of like this one first. See, I feel like I need to get some of the leaf in there though, because you're not able to tell it's a rose. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this area here. Get some of that leaf in there. Okay, push it down. Then you want to take a ball tool, and I use about this size. I'm going to cut off this excess here. It's kind of hindering my progress here. Okay, so I'm going to take this ball tool and I'll go around and push the outside edge of the clay against the cutter. Okay, on the outside with my finger, and while I'm doing that, I'll use the ball tool push against the inside. You can use your finger too, if the clay is like too sticky like mine is. And this is what gives it that puffiness. Make sure you get like all the corners. Okay. Then you're going to put liquid clay on the edge. Bring over your backing. Hold the clay on there. Flip it over. One second. The clay is acting up because it's getting warm in here. It's okay. If it comes off your cutter, you can put it right back down, see? Just try to hold it on there while you... Okay. And just push it down. And pull it off. There we go. Now I'm going to use antique brass, no, I'm sorry, aged brass or alchemy wax on this. I just squeeze out a little bit on my desk here, you know, on my finger. Go across the top lightly. Now you might have to keep like adding to get the color that you want. But this can be layered, so you'll be fine. If you choose to use our alchemy waxes. Okay, so after the earrings get done, I'll be back and I'll show you the next steps. See you soon. Okay guys, I'm back. So, have some scrap rolled out on a number 3 for the next step, and I wanted to show you what these look like. Okay, so I'm going to take, and you can use any texture for this, any texture stamp, but I'm going to use this one because it has like butterfly and kind of like the trellis shape, so that's what I'm going to use. So I'm just going to push it down across. Geez, my fingers are filthy. But you'll have that when you're a creative person. Okay, then I'm going to flip it over and go the other way. I probably won't use this much, but just in case. Okay. So I want to cut to the edge where the pattern starts. Oops. Or where it stops. Or, yeah, starts. I said it right the first time. Geesh. Okay, then you want to cut a pretty wide piece. Oops. Okay, then I'm going to take it, and did I say I had that rolled out on a number 3, by the way? I couldn't remember. Then I'm going to take it, and I'm going to pinch 2 ends together towards the back. Okay. Then I'm going to cut a thin section off. And you can use any texture for this. You don't have to use the one that I did. Okay. Then I'm going to use some translucent liquid clay for this part. Just go around the edge. Okay, just like that, and then you're going to take the flat part that you cut and make sure the flat part goes around up against the edge of your clay or of your piece. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little craft knife, wherever I put it. Okay. And then this side. Let me turn my air on. This is getting so sticky. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. You can't help. You gotta just laugh. That's all you can do. Doesn't help to get frustrated. Trust me, I know. Okay, so then push it together like that. And then I just go around and make sure that it's setting on there right. And see, I'm almost afraid these are going to be too wide. Oh, I guess not. I'm sometimes afraid that I'm going to make my earrings too big, and I don't want to do that. So, I get nervous about that. I don't want to make them too big, then people won't want to wear them. Okay, so let me get the mica powder, and I'll be right back. Okay. Okay guys, I'm back. So I'm gonna take that same color, the, what's it called? Geez, sorry, Imperial Emerald from Mayspring. You can get it on Amazon. I try to link my stuff, but sometimes I have to use the Yuka app to load my videos, and I can't put in there the links. There's no space for it, so I'll try to use my computer to upload this video. I figured out what was wrong with it. I was having a lot of problems when I first started doing my videos with uploading. Ooh, those are pretty. The USB, I don't know what I thought I was doing. The USB port has a short in it. All three of them do, so I have to get that fixed. And I'm very frustrated because it's a new laptop. It's only like a year old, so I don't understand how that happened, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed. Sometimes it lets me upload the videos and I have no problems, but then other times it takes me hours, so I'll try it. And again, I apologize for not getting the links in there, but feel free, if I don't have the links, please feel free to ask where I got something from, and I will find it for you. I don't mind doing that at all. Now, I might leave these like this. This is so cute. Let me go. Yeah, let me check something out and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So yeah, I'm going to leave that like that. I was going to put the copper on it, but I changed my mind. I haven't done anything like this, I don't think. So, let me get the other one done and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Here they are. So I'm going to bake these for 20 minutes, and then, because it shouldn't take that long, and I'll be back. Okay guys, real quick, I told you 20 minutes. I'm actually going to do half an hour because I forgot I'm going to put, I'm going to drill a hole in it. If I was going to do something else, like say put a jump ring to the back, then I would do 20 minutes. That way I could add the jump ring and bake for another 10 minutes, but that's something different. So it's going to be half an hour and I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. So they're all baked, and I thought about using those. I don't know. So then I thought, let me put a little chain just to hang them from. I think that'll look cute. So I'm going to show you guys really quickly how I do this. Oh, and this is baked, by the way. I wanted to show you that. Okay, so you want to figure out like how far down you need the jump ring to be, or where you want the hole, and like how big you're going to have to make the jump ring. So if I make the hole down here, I'm going to have to make the jump ring pretty large. So let me get a different tip and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back guys. So I'm going to use a smaller screw thing. So that the jump ring will go right there. You guys see that? Okay, let me do the other one. Then you go through the back too. Okay, let me get the jump rings and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I have the jump rings through, and I'm going to grab my cutters really quick. I'm going to cut it at 5. Well, I'll cut the 6th one, but I want 5 links. So sorry guys if I was out of view. Okay. And I'm gonna grab a hook. By the way, if you guys don't have hooks, there is tons and tons of videos on how to make your own. Okay, there's one. Let me get the other one done and I'll be right back. Here we go. That's what they look like all finished. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. If you have any comments, like I said, go ahead and leave them down in the description box and I definitely will get back to you. If you have any questions about the links, if you'd like to see me create something, let me know. Please like, comment, and share. When you like and comment, that boosts my channel's algorithm, so I really appreciate it. Okay guys, see you in the next one. Have a great day.